born and brought up in Kerala and is currently residing in Bangalore. I challenge you, if you learn from him today, you can fulfill your dream. So, let us welcome the Master of Mind Mastery, Mr. Dinoj Damodar.
Okay, so these are my the books which I authored by me, and my latest book called The Mindful Method is in Amazon best-selling category. So if you have a habit of reading, I request all you to buy The Mindful Method and The Tailoring Trend. These two books are highly recommended. So it's available in Amazon. Okay, right. So I just take a 1 minute time to introduce about myself, my company. Yodha Institution Private Limited. It is an ISO 9001 2015 certified company, and my mission is to provide quality training in various skills and assist every individual in reinventing himself, thereby paving way to success, say a successful life. So I have a personal mission that I want to teach minimum 1 million people about power of our mind. So that is the main reason I started this venture. Okay, so I am in that journey, and this one event is also part of that. Right. So these are the programs normally I handle: mind power mastery, power of minds. What we are right now we are doing it, and elevating happiness to stress management, confidence building mastery, life skill mastery, manage your anger before it manages you, awaken the genius in your child through conscious parenting, happy relationship, and trade mastery. These are the programs which I handle. Okay, so my website name you can see that www.yodha.net. Right. Okay. So I want to convey my sincere gratitude first to everyone, because you have decided to spend a 1 hour with me, and I will make sure that it will be worth to you. Right. You are going to learn something very important in your life. Right. Also, my sincere gratitude to Vandana and all the people who are directly, indirectly involved in this program, organizing this program. Thank you very much. Let us start. So I want all you to note down all the points, whatever I'm telling. I don't know whether Vandana will be recording this program or not. Even if yes or no, still I want all you to note down all important points. Why I want to note down important points? Because the study says whatever we are learning through lecture, it goes only 5% of the information goes to our long-term memory. So we have three type of memory. One is a long-term memory, short-term memory, and flash memory. So the information which we want to utilize on in a long-term life, it should be on my long-term memory. So the information, whatever you are learning through lecture, it only 5% goes to your long-term memory. If you're reading, only 10%. If it's audio visual, it is 20%. And if you're learning through demonstration, it is 30%. If you're learning through group discussion, it is 50%. And if you're learning by doing, it is 75%. But teaching one-on-one, 90% of the information will go to your long-term memory. So what I want you to do is, you have to note down all important points today. And if it's possible today or tomorrow, you should teach these points to your other family members. It can be your life partner, it can be your children, it can be your parents, whoever it may be, but you should teach to those people. Right, so that one, you will be transforming this knowledge to those people. Same way, it will go to your long-term memory. Right, so note down all important points, take all the notes. Right, so anything before we do, we need to ask ourselves why should I do that? Why should I attend this webinar today? Why should I learn power of our mind? Right, because we normally ignore our mind. We never take care of our mind. Right, even see, whatever earnings which we do, it's all, most of the time we use our mind power than muscle power. Even 90 to 95% of the time we use our mind power than our muscle power. Right, but what we do, we spend more on our body, less on our mind. Am I right? Because let us say, if you're someone who's getting 100 rupees, more than 90 to 95% of your income you will be spending to take care of your body, maybe to buy your branded apparels, to make a shelter, to have your food, whatever it may be. And less than 10 to 5% what you spend on your mind. Right, how much money you would have spent till now to buy some good books? Very less. Right, or how much money we would have spent till now to attend some program like power of mind or whatever it may be? Very less. Right, we normally try to ignore our mind. Very rare people take care of their mind. Right, it was not your problem, it was the society was like that. Right, none of the schools or colleges never taught us about power of our mind. We never had a subject called how to be successful in our life, or we never had a subject called how to be happy in our life. We had a lot of other subjects. We had subjects called physics, we had chemistry, we had biology, history, economics. We had a lot of subjects, but we never had a subject called how to be happy and how to be successful in our life. But now, if you see, slowly the awareness started coming. Even some of the schools, they called me to take classes on mind power. Even I heard in Delhi they have already started a small session about power of mind and how to be successful, how to be happy, and all. Right? And even we are in a process to create a mind university at Ahmedabad. So maybe a 3 to 5 year down the line, you may see a university which will be teaching only about mind, right? So that is why, that is a in depth, that is the importance of this subject. That is why we should learn about power of our mind, because we use our mind for everything, but we ignore the mind, right? Okay. Now, we all work hard, right? We all work hard from morning, let us say early morning, 5 o'clock to till late night, 11, 12 o'clock, whatever it may be. We all work so hard in our life, right? Why do we work hard? Why do we work hard? We work hard for the three reasons. One, to get success, right? It comes our career growth, business growth, income, everything comes under this. To get a success, we all want to become successful. That is why we work so hard. And second one, we want to be happy in our life. All we want to be happy in our life. That is why we work hard. And third reason, to get a peace of mind. These are the three important reasons why all human beings in this world work so hard in their life. But, but, do you really think we can achieve all these three things just by doing a hard work? If I'm sure you all will say no, because if that is the case, most of the people who are working so hard in their life would have become successful, would have become happy, and would have were living with a peace of mind. But the scenario is not that, right? Reality is totally different. A lot of people work so hard, they struggle in their life, they don't get the happiness, they don't get a peace of mind, they don't get the success, right? Then what should we do? We should do sharp work and smart work. What we should do? We should do sharp work and smart work. This is what most of the successful people on the planet does. They do sharp work and smart work. They don't do hard work. So hard work has only 20% weightage. 40% weightage goes to a sharp work. 40% weightage goes to smart work. 20% weightage goes to hard work. Right? So this is how we should classify it. So I'll teach you what is sharp work and what is smart work. Sharp work, I'll teach you with a small story. There was a guy, we will name it as a Raju. Raju was unemployed. One day, Raju decided, let me go from my village to some other place and find out some job. On the way, he had to pass through a forest. While passing through the forest, he met a timber mill owner. So he asked the master, Master, can I get some job? Master told, yeah, yes, I can give you a job. Your job is nothing but every day morning you need to go inside the forest along with an axe and cut tree, come back in the evening. So Raju was happy, he got a job, right? And what all we do on the first day of the job, we all go with full enthusiasm, and we maintain punctuality, right? So Raju also did the same thing. Raju went at sharp 9 o'clock inside the forest, and he went along with a axe, and he was full of zeal, and he started cutting the tree. And end of the day, he could finish 7 trees. And his master was so happy. He appreciated Raju. Raju, you have done a wonderful job. Keep it up. Second day again, Raju went. Raju was not like us, so he kept the same zeal, and he went on time, and he started cutting the tree. That day he could finish only 6 trees. Fair enough. Third day again he went. He was not like us, so still he kept the same enthusiasm, same energy level, and he started working till 6 o'clock. He worked. That day he could cut only 5 trees. So the day passed like this. On seventh day evening, when the master was passing through the forest, what he found was Raju couldn't even finish a single tree that day. So the master got angry. Hey, what are you doing? You're not doing any job. You're not working hard. You're not putting any effort. So Raju answered, Master, I don't know, Master. I am putting the same effort which I used to put on the first day of my job, but I am not getting the result. So the master was so clever. I mean, he was a good guy, and he went and took Raju's axe. So what he found was Raju was busy in working so hard. Because of that, he forgot to sharpen the axe. That is why he was not getting the same result which he used to get on the first day of the job. Now, let us connect this story with our life. we used to perform very well during beginning of our career. We used to get incentives, we used to get promotions, okay, or we used to do very good in our business during the beginning of our business. But when the day passed, when the years goes, the performance level or the profitability has started coming down, right, or the satisfaction level started coming down. And some of our junior person or the like what you say, the new generation people, they started overtaking us, right? We would have seen that. What is happening here? We also forgo to sharpen our axe. We also have axe. What are axe? What axe we have? God has given us two axes. One is called body, and another one is called mind. So we should take care of our body, and we should take care of our mind. So how to sharpen body and mind? First, we will discuss it. Body has three important parts. One is called muscle power, body stamina, and reflex action. These are three important parts of our body. So if you want to say that I am a healthy person, I have a healthy body, you should have good muscle power, you should have good body stamina, you should have a good reflex action. I hope reflex action means reflex action is nothing but the action before thinking, right? That's what reflex action. For a healthy body, reflex action is important, right? So if you really want to keep all these three things properly, you should have a nutritious food. No doubt, we should try to avoid junk foods as much as possible, and we should have nutritious food as much as possible, right? And regular exercise. We should do regular exercise. How many of you do regular exercise here? When I ask with a mass crowd, no, what the normal experience what I have seen is, like if you have 1,000 people, hardly some 5 to 10 people raise hand. I normally say raise your hand if you are if you do regular exercise. Some 5 to 10 people they raise hand. Some 5 people they raise half hand because they are also not sure whether they are doing it or not. Okay, so my request is that tomorrow onwards, start doing some physical activity. It can be jogging, or see, we are blessed with a lot of things, right? We have parks, we have gym centers, we have yoga centers, we have a lot of facilities nowadays available. So utilize any one of these, right? So take care of your health, because if see, mainly what happens, we focus more on wealth than health. The study says the health what you create belongs 100% to you. The wealth what you create only belongs 50% to you. Balance 50 percentage you will be paying as a tax directly or indirectly, right? So first, so if you don't have a healthy body, you cannot create a big wealth. So it's wealth is another form of an energy, right? So if you want to accumulate the energy, you should have a healthy body. So you should do some exercise, some physical activity every day, right? So I don't want to say that you should build a body like Hrithik Roshan or whatever. So what I'm telling, at least if good physique and what you say, healthy body, right? Then enough rest in the sense minimum 6 hours, maximum 8 hours, not more than 8 hours, not less than 6 hours. That's what study says, right? So take care of all these three things. That is how you can sharpen your body. Now, mind has three important parts. One, knowledge, skill, and attitude. These are the three important parts of our mind. How to sharpen these three things? One, always keep a positive mental attitude. So the study says our success. See, normally we say that IQ, intelligent quotient. We all need an intelligent quotient to become successful, right? But what study says is IQ has only 15 percentage weightage to your success. Balance 85 percentage is all depends on your mental attitude. I can, I can, that attitude. I can do it. I must do it. I will do it. That attitude, right? So your success has 85 percentage weightage on. I mean, your mental attitude has 85 percentage on your success, right? And your IQ is important. I'm not denying that IQ is important, but only 15 percentage weightage it has, right? And you would have seen many people, even though without IQ, they become successful in their life because they have that mental attitude, positive mental attitude that okay, I can do it, right? So keep a positive mental attitude always. And it's not only to become successful, even if you really want to live a happy life, you should have a positive mental attitude. I will tell you a study which was done in Harvard. A scientist took a group of students and he took into a laboratory where he measured antibody level presence in saliva. You know what is antibody? Antibodies are proteins which help our immune system to go up, right? So it will be present in saliva. So if you measure that, you get a count. So what this scientist did was he measured the antibody level and noted in a book and took the students into a theater. Inside the theater, he played Mother Teresa's movie. So, Mother Teresa's movie will be something which will spread a positive message, right? And after the movie, again, the scientist took the students and again he measured the antibody level presence in saliva. So, what was his intention was he thought that after seeing this movie, all these students' antibody level would have gone up because they saw some positive information, right? So, but what the result what he got was of mixed. Some students' antibody level went up, some students' antibody level came down, some students' antibody level remained the same. So he got confused. What had happened? Again, he called these students and told them to write down in a paper what did they understand from that movie. So what he found was the students who gave a positive feedback about the movie, their antibody level were went up. Students who gave a negative feedback about the movie, their antibody level came down. Students who didn't understand or had a neutral view, their antibody level remained the same, right? So positive mental attitude has a direct impact not only on our success but also on our health, right? So always keep a positive mental attitude. So for me it's very easy to say that okay, let us all keep a positive mental attitude, but I know it's not so easy from your side that okay, tomorrow onwards we to change all our thought pattern, all our emotions, all our feelings. It's not really possible, right? So we need to practice for that. There are I normally my expertness is in that to change people's thought pattern, behavior, emotions, controlling all this what I normally focus, right? So there are a lot of techniques for that, so you can learn later, right? Then inspirational reading is one of the most important tool which can robust your mind. So I request everyone to start. If you don't have a habit of reading, start a habit of reading. It should be something like see, we all have a breakfast in the morning, right? So we all have a breakfast before leaving the home. So reading should be your breakfast to your mind. The food, the normal breakfast what you have is for your body, but reading should be the breakfast to your mind, right? So you should have that habit in your life. So when you feed lot of positive information in the morning itself, and when you go, you attract all positive things around you, right? So always read. So when I say reading, don't mistake that I'm talking about newspaper reading. I'm totally against that, because newspaper most of the time it's filled with the negative news, because newspaper and all media works on a formula called when a news bleeds it leads. So I am not talking about that, because most of the time they feed you negative news, because our mind normally focus more on negatives than positive, right? So they know that this is what reading people want, so they normally put that, right? So I am not talking about that. I'm talking about some inspirational books and books which is related to your profession. Then relaxation is nothing but a structured and scientific way of meditation, right? So nowadays a lot of studies are going behind meditation. I think you would have heard one incident which was happened in Thailand, where a group of students went inside a cave along with a coach, and they got trapped inside the cave due to flood, right? And they were untraced more than 11 or 12 days, and the rescue team could trace them only after 11th or 12th days, right? And so after they did the operation and took these students out, the study went behind that. How could these students survive inside the cave without proper food and oxygen supply? So what they found was the coach who took the students inside the cave lived in Buddhist monastery before. He knew how to do meditation. So inside the cave, the coach was telling these students to do only meditations. That helped these students to stay calm and alive for more than 10 to 11 days without food and oxygen supply. So this report has come in many media. You can go and Google it. You will get a lot of studies behind this. So this is just one newspaper cut what I put it. Okay. So this has come in a lot of media. Then another best way to sharpen your mind is attend self-development training like this mind power training, or a lot of trainings are there, right? Training which can develop a lot of sales skills, marketing skill, internet skill. Lot of trainings are available nowadays, and now the best way is you don't have to travel anywhere, right? Previously 1 year back, I remember still, like if you want to if you really want to attend something, you need to travel, you need to sit in a hotel, and sometimes it may be 1 day 2 day programs, and even trainer side we also have a lot of struggle behind that, and at attendee side also a lot of struggles going. Nowadays it's very easy at your comfortable place, you can sit and learn the things, right? So keep on invest on self development training. because we all have a belief system that after our formal education we don't have to learn anything, right? After our graduation or post graduation, we feel that we don't have to learn anything. But in reality, our real learning start after the formal education, right? So the moment your learning stop, that means you are died, right? Further you are not going to grow in your life, and further you are not going to get a happiness, further you are not going to get success. So your mind should be a triple L mindset. You should have a triple L mindset. Triple L mindset is nothing but lifelong learning mindset. Okay, so keep on have a lifelong learning mindset. Even this was told by Dr. David R. Hawkins. What he told was, every human being have a spiritual energy within them. It starts from 20 and it goes above 700. And the moment the people who are attending this kind of program, or people who are attending self development training program, are the people whose spiritual energy is above 200. So you can see what kind of so when the 200 onwards, the courage start. So below 200, you see all anger, desire, fear, grief, apathy, all negative. They are mainly they have more negative energy than the positive energy, right? So the moment it goes above 200 are the time where you go and attend this kind of program. So one thing is very sure, that the people who are attending this program, all your spiritual energy is more than 200. Otherwise, you won't attend this kind of program. And when it goes above 300, it's a time where you come with a bigger idea, and you come with an idea and implement that idea and become highly successful in their life, right? And when it goes to 700, you are equal to God, where like Sri Buddha or Mahavir Jain, like you get enlightened, right? So I normally say to my people that if you are someone who want to sharpen yourself and take from this 200 above 300 level, it's the right place, I am the right coach. But if you are someone who wanted to take into 700 above, I am not the right coach, I am not the right person, you should contact some other person, right? Okay. Now, smart work. So we have detailed about sharp work. Now we will learn about smart work. Working in the right direction with the right method is called smart work. I'll tell you with an example. Like I am in Bangalore, and in Bangalore we have a bus stand called Majestic. I don't know how many people are aware of that. So we have a bus stand called Majestic, and we have another city called Mysore, which is around 150 kilometers away from Bangalore. So let us say today morning I had to go to Mysore, and I went to Majestic bus stand, where I saw that there is an Airavad bus. So we have AC buses from every 5 minutes from Bangalore to Mysore, every 10 minutes, I believe. Every 10 minutes, we have a Volvo buses from Bangalore Majestic bus stand to Mysore. So I saw a beautiful, we call it as Airavad. The name is Airavad. Okay. So I saw a beautiful Airavad bus. So went inside the bus. I got a middle window seat. I love to sit in middle window seat. So I sat on my seat. After that, my co-passenger came. He also sat. Then after some time, the conductor came. I gave him a 500 rupees and to last bus stop. He gave me balance and ticket, everything. I kept in my pocket. And the driver came, bus started moving. So I was really enjoying the journey. I was really enjoying the journey. After 2.5 hours, 3 hours, the bus reached at the destination. So when I came out of the bus, what I understood was I reached in a different place called Salem. Reached in a different place. Like I was supposed to go to Mysore, but I reached in a different destination. What had happened here? Even though I had a wish in my mind, what happened when I reached bus stand, I didn't check the bus board. I just saw a beautiful Airavad bus. Just I got inside the bus. When the co-passenger came, I didn't ask him that is that bus goes to Mysore or not. When the conductor came, I didn't tell him that I have to go to Mysore. When the bus started moving, I was just really enjoying the journey. I never mind to see whether it's going at the right direction. Now let us connect this with our life. We had a lot of dream in our life. We had a wish in our life. Okay, I wanted to become entrepreneur, I wanted to become a doctor, I wanted to become an IAS officer, I wanted to become XYZ. But unfortunately I reached into some different destination. It may be good or bad, but this was not the real wish which I had previously. It happens in our life, right? Because we were also not working at the right direction. So it's when I say right direction, the most important factor to be successful is a goal. We should have a goal. It should not be just a wish. It should be a clearly defined goal in our life. Okay. If you don't have a goal, your life will be something like a football. Some other people will keep on kick you to achieve their goal. Right. So your life should not be a football. You should have a clear defined goal. So whenever I do this seminar, no, sometime I get a question, is that means you should start some entrepreneurship? No, I don't mean to say that. If you're someone who is actually working, okay, and you don't want to and you're very much comfortable in working and getting the regular income and thereby small growth in the life, that is more than enough. I don't mean to say, but in that career itself you should have a clear goal, what I want to achieve in my life, right? Or if it's entrepreneurship, of course, in entrepreneurship, like if I want to start a business, this is what my first year projection, and this is what my second year projection, this is how I am going to reach it, right? You should have a clear defined goal and plan for that, right? So the most important factor is to be having a goal. So when I say goal, most of the people think like it's something like that, they just throw an arrow, and wherever it gets stuck, they just round it and say, this was my goal, I achieved it. No, goal is not something like that. Goal is something like this, where it should be clearly defined what you want for short term, what you want for medium term, what you want for long term. Then you should throw that arrow. That should be the goal. So I'll tell you how to define a goal. If you have an answer for all these four questions in detail, then your goal is clearly defined. What do I want in my life? What do I want to do in my life? What do I want to become in my life? How do I want to live? These are four important questions of goal. So if you have a clear answer for all these questions for short term, medium term, and long term, then your goal is clearly defined, right? So define your goal in your life and work for that. Okay. So working with the right method. So we were talking about the right direction, how to work with the right method. Let us take the same example where I wanted to go to from Bangalore to Mysore, 150 kilometers I need to travel. So it is around morning 10 o'clock, and I have a very important meeting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So last time, since I had a bad experience by traveling in the Volvo, so I thought this time I will not travel in Volvo. I will go myself. Okay. So I started at sharp 10 o'clock, and 1 o'clock I have an important meeting, but I started my journey in a scooty. Do you really think I can cover these 150 kilometers in a scooty within 3 hours? I don't think so. It's really possible, right? So it's not so really possible. So what I need to do, I need to shift to my vehicle. I need to take a car, or I need to go in train, or I need to take a flight, or I need to even depend the Airavat itself, right? So I need to shift to my vehicle. Similar way, if you really want to be happy and successful, first thing what you need to shift your mindset, right? So we have been blessed with the two power, which already we discussed, muscle power and mind power. These are two axes which we have, right? So if you really want to be successful in your life, definitely mainly you need to use the power of your mind, not muscle. Muscle hardly a 1%. More than muscle, we use our mind power, right? That is why we human being are superior creature. We say we are a superior creature in the universe, right? So these are the four category of people in our society. One is a porter, another one is like a professor. So what may be an average income for a porter? We will consider around 500 rupees in a day, right? And the second one is a professor, where he may be, let us say, earning around 5,000 rupees in a day, right? And the third one is a heart surgeon, a very famous heart surgeon. He may be earning around 50,000 rupees in a day, right? And fourth one, I'm sure I don't have to tell you, right? His every nanoseconds, what you say, generate money. Even during his sleep, also his meter runs across the world and make money for him. What is the difference between all these four categories? The first one, he use only muscle power. If you are someone who use only muscle power, you will be able to earn, which is just sufficient to have your basic 3 times meal or 4 times meal and a basic shelter. The second one is in a better category compared to the first one. He used knowledge. He acquired knowledge and he transferred the knowledge, right? So he used knowledge. Knowledge is a part of mind. So he's in a better category. And the third one, he developed a skill. He acquired some knowledge, and with that knowledge, he developed some skill. He used the skill to solve other people's problem, right? So he is in a better category compared to the first two. He also used power of his mind. And the fourth one, he came with an idea. He came with an idea and he implemented that idea and became highly successful in his life, right? So if that also part of the mind. So if what I really want to say is, if you really want to go higher category of the society, the world, you definitely need to use power of your mind, right? So you should know how to utilize the power of your mind, right? Now, I'll just show you a couple of powers of evidence of unlimited power of our mind. Everything in this world, anything you see, whatever human made things are actually originated first in someone's mind. For example, the Zoom meeting, the app what we are using, it was first originated in someone's mind, right? Or the big building what we see outside, or the ship what we see, aeroplane what we see, the smartphone what we use, or the laptop what we use, everything had first originated in someone's mind. From his mind, it came in the outside world. For example, Burj Khalifa. It is considered as the tallest building in the world, around 828-meter height. The idea of a tallest building first came in William F. Baker's mind. From his mind, he took into the outside world, right? So anything as first originated in the, well, let us say Google. Google has first originated in Larry Page's mind. He and his colleague, friend started this, right? So it was first originated in someone's mind. Then they later created in the outside world. What Napoleon Hill, a very famous author and trainer, all of you may be knowing that book called Think and Grow Rich, right? The author of Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill told, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve it. That's what Napoleon Hill told. So we always say, I think you would have seen a lot of motivational speeches stating that you should have a dream, you should have a dream, you should have a dream in your life, right? But okay, one thing I accept that all successful people are dreamers, no doubt on that. But all dreamers are not successful people, right? All dreamers are not successful people, but all successful people are dreamers. So what is the difference between these two people? The successful people are dreamers and they believe that they can achieve it. But dreamers were just a dreamers. They never believed that they can achieve it, right? So if your mind can conceive and believe, then you can definitely achieve it. So whatever you conceive, you create a dream and believe that definitely you can achieve it, 100% you will be able to achieve it. That's what even Napoleon Hill told. So what I want to show you first is there are 5 stages of your mind. So if you are at a, anyway, if you are at the first and second, you will not attend this kind of program. Some people who are in the third stage also attend this kind of program. A majority of third stage people attend this kind of program. Okay, I'll tell you what is the first stage of the program. It is called disturbed, chitta, disturbed mindset, where they are always with anger, lot of disturbance in their mind. Right? These are the people, they never try to develop themselves. Their category comes below 200 spiritual energy. And second one, dull, mudha, lot of fear, anxiety, worries. They also never try to improve. They always will be filled with fear. So they don't want to take any risk. They don't want to do anything. They always sit in that comfort zone, right? And the third one is distracted, vichipta, right? Distracted. Where these are the people, they know that they can be successful. Success is a learnable skill. They can be successful. They can be happy in their life, but they are distracted with many other outside environment. Like it can be because of the corona, it can be some other news in this one, or because of the family issues, or because of the working environment, whatever it may be. Because of some outside factor, they are distracted in their life. Even though they wanted to be successful, they wanted to be happy in their life, they want to achieve bigger thing in their life, still they are not able to take further step or whatever, because their mind is distracted, right? So I have seen many people who comes and attend, because these are people, their spiritual energy is above 200, but still they are not taking an action, able to take an action. Okay, so what I want to, so I am sure all you may be three or fourth stage, and if fifth stage people also will not attend this program. I'll tell you why once we reach there. Okay. And so these third stage people, what I want to say is, if you are someone who is at this stage, like distracted stage, I request everyone to change it to focused stage. Fourth one is focused stage, where you should be focusing only on your goal. You should not be worried about anything which is happening in the surroundings. There may be a corona happening, there may be some other issues happening, there may be recession happening, there may be a lot of issues happening. Never mind. You should be focusing only on your goal. It should be something I normally say. You would have seen that old watch repairing people, how they keep a lens here and see this one. It should be something like that. It should be a tunnel focus. Okay, it should be a tunnel focus. You should be focusing only on goal. And I know say you should know how to say no 999 times, and you should be able to say yes only one thing. That is nothing but the things which is related to your goal, right? So then you can be successful and happy in your life. So if you are someone who's at a third stage, you should shift to a fourth stage. Very soon you should shift to the focused one, right? And the fifth one is mastered, where you are mastered in that, like Amitabh Bachchan, or like let us say Dhirubhai Ambani, or anyone, the people who created history, right? Sunita Williams. So all these people who became mastered in their field, they were only focusing on their goal, and by keep on focusing on one thing, they became master in that. So these kind of people also will not come and attend this program, because they know that already they know what is power of mind. They have already achieved that, right? So normally the third and fourth category of people normally come and attend this kind of programs, right? So if you're someone at third stage, you start attending these kind of programs and shift to focused one and focus only on your goal. There you start that you are going to achieve a success and happiness, right? Now, what I want to say is, now how to sow seed of success in your life. There are three stages of body. Every body goes through these three stages. One is called Adisukshma, Sukshma, and Sthula. These are the three important stages of our body. Any body, anything in the world goes through these three stages. For example, if I want to construct a house, what I will do first, the idea of a house, the thought of a house came in my mind, right? So in my mind, I create whether I want a 2 BHK or I want a 3 BHK, I want a duplex building, whatever I want, everything it get created in my mind. Then I go and approach an architect or an engineer, and he draw a plan, right? So when it was in my mind, that level is called Adisukshma level. And when it is in a paper, that level is called Sukshma level. And when it became real house, that level is called Sthula level. So when it is in Adisukshma level, only I will be able to see that. When it is in Sukshma level, only the people who are related to the construction work will be able to see that. When it is in Sthula level, everyone in this world will be able to see that. So you take anything, you take Facebook. Facebook was first originated in Mark Zuckerberg's mind. He went and approached his other roommates. They created. So first it originated in someone's mind. It was in Adisukshma level. Then together as a team, they created a plan. They did the coding and everything. Then it was in Sukshma level. That time only they were able to see what is Facebook, right? Then they, publish in the outside world, right? That is called Sthula level. Anything you take, anything, all these bodies go through these three stages, right? So what I want to say is, if you don't have a real picture in your mind, what you really want in your outside world, you won't get a success form of that, right? You would have seen some people, whatever they do, in business or career, whatever it may be, they will be able to easily successful in that, right? But some people, you see, whatever they touch, they will be failed in that, because they don't have a clear picture in their mind what they want in the outside world. I will show you a practical. Okay, we will have a practical now. So as I told in the beginning, I request everyone's genuine participation, right? So what I want all you is, if you are someone who is sitting right now, I request everyone to get up. I request everyone to get up. If you're watching on a mobile, keep the mobile on a stand and get up. And now, I want all you to keep your hands straight. Okay, if you want, you can join like this, or you can keep it straight. Okay, now I want you to turn clockwise. Okay, when I say turn clockwise, without moving your legs, only by moving upper part of the body, you should turn clockwise. I will not do this. If I get up, you won't be able to see me. So I won't get up. So what I request you need to do, so get up and turn clockwise, like 90 degree or 180 degree or whatever maximum possible. Stretch maximum.
And okay, so everyone kindly participate.
Please participate it. Let the video off only, but please participate it. And slowly coming back to the original position. Right? Yeah. Now, I request everyone to close your eyes. You are still standing, and I request everyone to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Let your body relax. One more time. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. One more time. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Now your body is relaxing. Whatever I am telling, you're just going to do visualization. Your eyes are still closed. You're not going to do physically. You're just going to do visualization. So in your mind, you keep both the hands straight. In your mind, keep both the hands straight and slowly turn your mind clockwise 90 degree, 180 degree, and 270 degree. And slowly you are coming back to the original position. It's just a visualization what you are doing. Your eyes are still closed. One more time. Take both the hands in your mind and turn clockwise 90 degree, 180 degree, and 270 degree. And slowly coming back to the original position. Your eyes are still closed. One more time. One more time in your mind. Take both the hands straight, keep it straight, and turn clockwise 90 degree, 270 degree, 180 degree, and 270 degree. And slowly coming back to the original position. Now, open your eyes, and take both the hands physically, keep it straight, and turn clockwise 90 degree, 180 degree, and 270 degree, whatever maximum possible. Now you are doing it physically, keep it straight, and turn clockwise 90 degree, 180 degree, and 270 degree. And slowly coming back to the original position. Keep both the hands down, put it down, and sit in your chair comfortably. And now I request everyone to type in the comment box what was the difference you felt. What was the difference you see when after doing it in your mind? Was there any changes happened? What was the difference you felt? Can you please type in the comment box what was the difference you felt?
Yes, so the audience kindly reply what the difference you felt after doing the exercise, after you visualized, and before and after.
Right.
Ashish, Gulshan, Harmesh, Kirti, Neera, kindly.
So did you feel that it was more easy after doing it in your mind? Earlier, it was like you were able to do only 90 or 180 degree, but we could stretch another 90 degree more. Did you have that feeling?
Yes, I also did, and I saw a change.
Yeah,
And
right. It happens normally.
it happens. It became body became more flexible.
Exactly true. Exactly true.
Right. So
So
it
this,
was, yeah. So it
yeah,
was like before it was going less
correct.
flexible, and later it became more. So
Correct. This is how our mind works. Okay. So if you really want to achieve something outside world, first you should create that in your adisukshma level. You should create a clear picture in your mind of what you want outside world, and hold that picture there for long enough. You will soon exactly become the same thing, right? So you would have seen Ronu Mandal, you would have seen many people, like they were following some role models or somebody, and they were keep on following one person, and one day they also automatically became the same thing, right? So similar way, whatever you want in the outside world, create a clear picture in your mind. Whether you want to be a very highly successful businessman or woman, and you want to become a good, very good employee and become a CEO of a company or whatever. So you create that clear picture in your mind, behave as if you have already achieved it, and always think that only, right? And you can see that you are attracting that. One day you also same become same person what you have been thinking it, right? That's what even William James from Harvard University told. Whatever you want to become in outside world, create that picture in your mind, clear picture, hold that picture there for long enough. One day you will become exactly the same, right? So this is how you can seed, so you can sow the seed of success in your mind, right? Okay.
so
Yeah.
yeah. So
But
anyone any question till now over here? Also, like I have few question from people
okay.
from the mails which have come.
Okay.
Uh, Kirti Kapoor has asked that how do we change our mindset from limiting one to growth, then
Yes.
resulting in better thoughts and actions?
Exactly. So that basically I normally say that, see, that is what normally I teach in my, I have a program called Mind Power Mastery where I teach that only, basically how you can shift your mindset, how you can shift your thought pattern,
By
how the
thinking
belief system.
more first inside at the Ati Sukma level, and then the
Yes, that is
Sukshma level.
one main thing. That is one main thing. Then a lot of other things are there. The thought pattern. Basically, we generate more negative thoughts than positive thoughts. 80 to
Okay.
80 to 90% of the thoughts are repeated negative thoughts. So when you keep on do this, basically that's what coming in your life. So we first we need to change the pattern of the thoughts. Then we need to change the belief system. So a lot of inside work we need to do it. So
So when
I
so
yeah.
so when we say the negative feeling or the negative words which comes in, so
Okay.
how to reduce the negative
Yeah,
things
one
which
one thing already I told that read good positive books and listen to a lot of positive things and completely avoid TV, newspaper, all those materials because they only feed the negative things, negativity. They don't feed, see they don't tell see they will only tell you the 0.1% people who suffered previous day. They never tell you the 99.999% of people are happy in the life. So they only point out that point, right? So that is
point?
what normally the media works. So completely avoid serials and complete avoid. I mean, newspaper. Even if you want to get updated, just go through the headline and don't go deep into that behind the news. And go. I mean, concentrate more on focus more on your goal and a lot of positive materials. That itself will help
And
change it.
and there is one question from Gulshan, and he says, "Does successful people always lead a happy life?"
Yes, if that is where some people see it's again depends on the people. There are four pillars of our life. So we call physical, mental, social, spiritual. So if you don't balance all the pillars properly, you won't get all these three things. So again, when you define goal, I normally again I told my main we have a 2 days workshop and all. There I teach that only basically how to balance all these properly and how you can actually set a clear goal and work on focus only on those goals. So that should be balanced clearly. Our social life, our spiritual life, our mental life, our physical life. So all things should be clearly balanced. That is, then only you'll get all those things.
And there is one question from Neera, and she says, "What ideas you suggest to overcome from this anxiety and depression due to COVID?"
Yeah, wonderful. So I suggest, see, even I have released one video which actually went viral. How to survive during uncertainty. So basically, again, first thing, instead of going behind all negative news, shut that door. See our mind you consider as a like a big biscuit factory, where see you put maida, you put sugar, and it give you output of biscuit. Similar way, when you put mud and you put water, again you will get some biscuit form material, but it's not edible material. Similar way, whatever you information you pass to your mind, so that actually affect our consciousness, and the output what it comes in our life also, it's all depends on the input what we give. So when you are feeding lot of corona updates and recession updates, all those things, the similar kind of thought pattern will get generated, and similar kind of action you will take, and similar kind of result you will get in your life. But if you are really feeding a lot of positive, so you don't have to mind what's happening in the corona. Even if comes, it will go. It's a what, and we have seen history. In history, we see currently we have what we our medical system, our whatever technology, everything is highly what is sophisticated, and we have enough things to survive this. But if you see when swine flu comes, we were not having this kind of infrastructure. So lot of we are much ahead of all those things, and we don't have to worry about this. And if you really see, everything is actually again coming back to the normal, and this is one part of the life. It will go. Maybe after 6 months, the things will get changed. So to keep that in mind, that okay, next 6 months the things will change. So by the time I should not be sitting here. By the time I should be much ahead of other people. So I should be focusing only on goal and start. See, nowadays most of the thing when they're online. So if your goal something which was depending on offline activities, convert that into digitalization and change into digital form, start doing it. So we should completely. So only thing I'll always say, the only thing which will not change is change will not change anytime. Changes will keep on happening. It can be industrial revolution, it can be anything. Changes will keep on happen. So we should also what you say, equipped enough to go along with the changes. Now even if you see, we are at the beginning of a fourth industrial revolution, where it's a combination of like things of internet, artificial intelligence, 3D printing. So it's a multiple things combination, and there is a big growth going to happen in the world. But if we are not going parallel along with that, we will be out of the system. right? So whatever skill which we need to develop to go along with that, we need to understand it. Whatever system we need to update it, we need to update it. So we need to go along with that, right? So focus only on the goal, and don't go behind all these things. If at all really the anxiety depression you have, I suggest you should have one-on-one session, because I don't know what kind of depth you have. I mean, depth of anxiety. It's a normal anxiety about the normal news which is spreading. It's okay, it will pass, don't worry about it.
All right. And then there's one question from Kaushal Tripathi,
Okay.
which I would like to take. It is that how to avoid or convert criticism and negativity
Okay.
during review with higher management.
Yes, wonderful.
So
Okay.
this question is something which was really, comes to my mind also, that how
Okay.
to avoid criticism
Yes,
and
yes,
negativity.
yes, yes. So see, one thing you should have an awareness that 90% of the people are negative people. Okay, there are three category of people. Okay, one, we say high value people, low value, medium value people, low value people. Low value people are the people, they talk about only other people, and they talk more on negativity than positivity. And medium value people are the people, they normally talk about events. And high value people are the people, they always talk about ideas. They keep on saying, okay, if we do like this, we can achieve this. So they'll be always talking about ideas. So and majority of the people comes under the low value, they talk about other people, and normally more on negativity. So whenever you face, see, if you want to be really like happy and successful person, and you don't want to involve in those kind of negativity people, first you should have those kind of friend circle. And even if you want to mingle with those kind of people, when your boss is someone something like that, if at all some criticism happening, and if you are sure that you are right, instead of going aggressive, you should be assertive enough. See, I will tell you, I when I was working, very long backstory. When I was working, I already busy in some project, and I was so occupied with that. My boss came and told me, Dinoj, you should handle this one also. I was already occupied, and I was not assertive enough to say him no. So what happened? I took that also, and I had to work couple of weeks without taking any break, day, night, and all. And I was actually, what you say, completely gone out. But if I would have the courage, or I was having I was assertive enough to say him, no, sir. Actually, already I am occupied with this. I have lesser time for allocating this. Why don't you give to someone else? I can give some suggestion if I know, karke. If I would have told that time that answer, he would have understood that, and he would have given to someone else, and the problem would have been sorted out. So sometime, if whenever any criticism comes, or any this one comes, if you should not be aggressive. You should not be shouting at other person and say that you are wrong, I am right. So that should not. So you should be assertive enough. Where you should be saying, sir, I feel that it would have been good if you would have told like this, or it would have been better if you would have handled this in this way. That way you should be assertive enough than what you say, entering aggressive, I mean, making conflicts with a aggressive way. That's what I
So
want to
if
say, no?
So
Yeah,
I just want to ask that if somebody is criticizing in the
yeah,
top management,
yeah,
so shall we acknowledge that the person
yeah, definitely.
acknowledge the mistake?
Again, it's depends on the situation. Again, if the see whatever, if they are right in their point, and see there is a management goal, right? They have a goal. And if they are talking about, see, if let us say I am into sales, and they have told me to, let us say, x amount of sales I'm supposed to do, and I have not achieved it, and if they are doing a review on that and I have not achieved it, then I don't have a right to say them, because I am paid to do that, but I have not fulfilled that. But I have already done it, and still there are some negativity if they are doing it. Of course, I have a right to say that. But when so because there are hierarchies, so when I talk to higher management people, I should keep the respect, and the way I should speak should be something like that. So, sir, I want to talk to you. Give me some time, please. I request you to listen. I think it would have been better if we would have done like this, or it would have been better if you would have told like this. So we can, of course, address it. There is no doubt on that. And maximum, what will happen? You will lose job.
Yes.
So well, you have enough opportunity in the outside world. Don't get what you say stuck in one place with all the mental pressure, and think that world is so small. World is so big in life. Lot of opportunity outside world. So never ever keep if you're not comfortable and you are going through a lot of mental pressure, find out what is actual purpose of your life, what is actually what is your real passion. Is that your real passion can be converted into your profession? So go check that all. And so either or talk to some career counseling people and find out really where you get a satisfaction and try to change the job. So
So it should be something which is related with conviction and
yes,
assertivity.
yes, 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 true.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I hope that's only okay. So I think I've already done it.
okay.
Whatever I wanted to
So, yes, so that was a
convey.
very interesting session,
Okay,
and
thank you.
we learned so many informative things from
Okay,
you,
okay,
especially the Madhava, which is going to start soon,
okay.
related to happiness. Then you told about this egg story,
Yes,
that we always need to sharpen our eggs to
true,
really,
true, true,
be working smartly.
true.
Then we should have a goal, and goal should be in the right method. It
Yes,
is not that it is done anywhere. It has to be very right and focused.
correct.
There is ati sukshma, sukshma, and stula.
True. Yeah,
So it comes from within, then outside, and then to the bigger
right.
whole picture, like the Facebook and many
Correct,
examples like
correct,
Google, which
correct,
you gave. So
correct.
with that, I would like to end the session, and
Yes,
thank you so much. We
welcome,
really had a great time, and we
welcome.
thanks for giving your time,
Thank you.
and thanks audience. And I would like to end the session, like, as it was very motivating session. So I would like to end the session with a motivating two lines, and then I would like to end the session.
Sure.
It says that. पानी को बरसने में बदलने में वक्त लगता है, ढले हुए सूरज को निकलने में वक्त लगता है, थोड़ा धीरज रख, थोड़ा और जोर लगाता रहे, किस्मत के जंग लगे दरिए को खुलने में वक्त लगता है, कुछ देर रुकने के बाद फिर से चल पड़ना दोस्त, हर ठोकर के बाद संभलने में वक्त लगता है, बिखरेगी फिर यही चमक तेरी वजूद से तू महसूस करना, टूटे हुए मन के संवरने में थोड़ा वक्त लगता है, तो जो तूने कहा कर दिखाएगा रख यकीन, गरजे जब बादल तो बरसने में वक्त लगता है. So with that, I end with today's session, and thank
Sure.
you, sir. It
So
was great pleasure time, and we learned a lot of things from you. Thank you so much.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye, all. See you in the next webinar.